Good morning or afternoon or evening if you're watching the replay. My name is Virginia Ansaldi, and this is your week 1 of Intro to Steel Mace Vinyasa. We'll be working through a closed hip conditioning protocol today. Make sure that you have your mace handy. I like to work with a variety of weights if you have them. If you're working with something else that's not a mace to get started with because you're just having a rise or you're just trying this class out, make sure to have that handy. Like I said in my Intro to Steel Mace guide, you can use a wooden dowel or really any stick-like object to get started with this practice. So make sure you have those tools handy, your mat, your water. If you'd like to have some music on while you work out, have that on as well. And let's go ahead and get started. Mace is down to start. These classes work first through a warm-up, then a conditioning protocol. We'll do some weighted asana and then a cool down practice. So we'll start first without our mace to do our warm-up. All right, let's first set our feet like the number 11 on our mat. See that the pinky toe sides of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Little soft bend to your knees, ground down through the outer edges of your feet. Sweep your arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in, stretch up high, look up. As you exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, soft bend to the knees, look all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down, breathe out. One more time like that, big inhale. And on this exhale, fold all the way down over your legs. Let your head drop. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need. Keep your feet separated so that you can let go of the weight of your head. Just find a little hang here. A few deep breaths. Your breath is what translates to your body that you are okay. So we'll consistently come back to your breath as the tool to work through both challenging positions when we stretch and when we condition. All right, come down onto your hands and knees into tabletop position. Hi, Olivia. I left a mace right there for you. All right, hands and knees, tabletop position. We have our hands over our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. We'll drop our belly, roll your shoulders back together, gaze forward, breathe in. And then exhale, press the ground away, gaze towards your belly button. Yeah, let's move like that through some cat and cows a few times with your breath. Inhale to stretch the front of your body. And then exhale to stretch the back of your body. And do 3 to 4 more rounds, helping us to stretch through our back and simply using our breath as a way to connect to our body. So often when we're beginning a workout, there's a lot that has to happen to get us to that workout. So taking a few moments in the beginning to connect to your breath and to your body will really serve you powerfully to move effectively through the rest of your practice. All right, from here, find a neutral spine. Draw your shoulders back. We call this a shoulder pack. It engages your lats. You'll look down towards the mat, keeping your head in line to the rest of your spine. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take your right hand behind your left wrist, but it'll stay off the ground as you reach in the opposite direction. Arm threads with your right arm a few more times. Inhaling, reach up. And exhale, thread the needle. If it's too much to reach your arm all the way up towards the ceiling, know that you can always take your hand behind your head. 2 to 3 more rounds with your breath. Helping to awaken the fascia between your shoulder blades, awaken your shoulders for this practice. Reach your right arm up with your next inhale, and then set that hand down, breathe out. Let's take it to the other side. Left arm reaches up, breath in. Exhale, thread your needle, press belly to spine. Continue with your breath. Left arm goes up as you inhale. You thread the needle as you exhale. Left hand reaches towards the right. 2 to 3 more times with your own breath. The more you move with your breath, the more time you'll have under tension. And this is what actually helps you to improve your mobility, is maximizing time under tension as you stretch. So I'll talk a lot about our breath. That's why I like this Steel Mace practice, because it connects to our yoga practice in that way. The next time your left arm comes up towards the ceiling, pause. And then set it down back in your tabletop position. Repack your shoulders down, gaze down at the ground. Let's tuck our toes, lift your knees to hover. Find a floating tabletop, or if you're familiar with animal flow, this is beast pose. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog looks like an upside down V. It's okay for your heels not to touch the ground. You can always keep a little bend to your knees if you're finding your hamstrings speaking to you. All right, and we'll do that a few times. Inhaling forward to that floating tabletop as you breathe in. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Bringing just a little bit of heat to the shoulders now. Inhale forward, floating tabletop. Let your gaze follow, looking down at your mat. From the pit of your stomach, downward facing dog. 2 to 3 more times with your own breath with these bear squats. All right, the next time you come to downward facing dog, stay there. And we'll bring our right foot forward into a kneeling lunge. So right foot comes forward, back knee comes down to the mat. Untuck your back toes. See that your back foot is flat down on the ground. Front foot is right underneath our front knee. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend over towards your right. Take a lateral bend. Inhaling back up. Exhale, lateral bend over towards your right. Keep going like that a few more times with your breath. I'm going to change my position for a different view. Inhale as you go up. Exhale, you lean over towards your right. We're working through a closed hip conditioning this morning, so this is really helping us to tap into our backside, our glute here, front side, hip flexor, quad. The next time you reach up, pause there. Release your hands, flex your palms as if you were standing on the ceiling. Draw your shoulders down into your back, hinge forward over your front leg, frame your front foot, step back to the top of a push-up. You tuck your back toes, slide your front leg back. Nice, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your elbows. You can use your knees to support your way down. Upward facing dog, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, press it back. Take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth, sigh it out loud. Let's bring the left leg forward and work through that on the other side. Find your kneeling lunge. Adjust your feet as you need. So you've got your front foot right underneath your front ankle, or your front ankle right underneath your front knee. Reach your arms up as you inhale, and side bend over towards the left as you exhale. Come back to your breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean over. Keep moving with your breath a few times. Back glute on. Maximizing that time under tension to help you arrive in your body. Preparing for our conditioning. The next time you come up, stay there. Release your hands if you're grabbing on. Flex your hands, plug your shoulders down. Hinge forward. Frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up. Slide your leg back to the top of your push-up. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, for control, bend your elbows halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Big breath in, lift your chest, shoulders press down. Roll over your toes, press back, downward facing dog. All right, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out loud, let something go. One more like that, full body breath in. Full body breath out. Walk your feet towards your hands. Little soft bend to your knees. Vertebra by vertebra, roll all the way up to stand. Let the weight of your arms and your head be heavy, so it helps you to stretch your back on your way up. Your head is the very last thing to come up. And when it does, you'll roll your shoulders back and down, reach your arms all the way up, take a full body stretch. And exhale, hands down to heart center. And let's just take a deep cleansing breath in through our nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out, let something go. All right, ready to get some mace in our hands. Let's go. Let me see if there's anyone here that I need to let in. No, okay. All right, let me turn down our music here a little bit. So we'll work through our learn it round. This is where we're gonna learn what the exercises actually are. And then we'll perform them on a timed protocol. Today, we're gonna be working through a 90-30 protocol. So 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. We've got 4 exercises. We'll do them twice through. When you go back to repeat this workout, you can do these exercises on any timed protocol that feels appropriate for you. You can make it more intense, you can make it less intense. So there's lots of ways to adapt this practice to meet yourself where you're at. All right? Now, reach down for your mace in a spine intelligent way. I think the biggest mistake that people have with the mace is they go too heavy too soon. So working with a 5-pound mace may not sound like a lot, but it is a great place to start, all right? We're gonna first grab this mace in our prayer position here. We've got our left hand on top of our right, and hands are down at the tail end of the mace. So little anatomy of the mace. We've got the top here, this is the globe, our handle, mid grip right at the center, and the tail down at the bottom. So we're grabbing down towards the tail, left hand on top of the right, shoulders are drawing back and down. Now grab onto the mace and imagine that you are wringing out a wet washcloth, okay? And turn your mace on, feel your lats engage. Your lats, if you don't know what they are these big muscles right underneath your armpit, and we want to engage with our lats consistently throughout our practice so that we're not loading our joints. Now see that your posture is shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. We see that sometimes we pitch forward like so, or you might notice your hips going back here. See if you can engage your glutes just ever so slightly so shoulders stack over hips, little soft bend to your knees. All right, take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Let's take, our first exercise is a squat with flag. Looks like this. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Now as we inhale, we're gonna take our feet a little bit wider for our squat. Our toes can face out towards a 45-degree angle. The more that you can have them facing forward, the better it is for your closed hip conditioning, but that's something that will work towards. Most people have their toes slightly pointed out to start. So as we inhale, we're gonna bend our knees, send our weight back into our heels, and press our mace out in front of us. As you exhale, come back to the starting position, back into your chest. Now, different than yoga where we breathe in and out through our nose, in our mace practice, we're gonna use a force level breath. So we'll breathe in through our nose, and then we're gonna breathe out forcefully through our mouth. This is gonna help us engage our abs and to find strength as we come up. Let's try that. Inhale as you go down, press the mace away. Let it slightly angle towards you. As you exhale, force level breath, drive into your heels, glutes on, stand all the way up. Good, let's do 3 more reps like that just to try it on. Think about zipping the mace back in towards your body. There you go. You press it away as you go down. You bring your elbows in as you come up. Good. One more. Nice job. Mace is down. This is a peaceful warrior position. You just hold it here, over under position. And you can hold it here while we work through our second exercise, okay? Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Let's come down into a kneeling position, okay? All right, we're gonna have our right foot forward, back knee down, that same kneeling position that we had in our warm-up. We'll grab our mace now in order position. Mace is in the left hand, and it's straight out in front of us, meaning that our wrist is in line to our elbow. Now notice this. This is a leverage tool, right? All of the weight is up here in the globe of the mace. The closer your hand is to the globe, the easier it's going to be. So at any time, if you feel that you need to modify to make it easier for yourself, move your hand closer towards the globe. Otherwise, the further down it is, the more you'll have leverage of the tool to work with, all right? For this exercise, we'll start at mid-grip. Find your hand at the center of the bar. And we're taking the mace straight back behind us on our left shoulder. Inhaling back. Exhale, drive it back forceful into that starting position. There we go. A few more times. Inhale, go back. Exhale, bring it forward. These are called kneeling slow grinds. Do about 3 more to imprint it on your nervous system. That's why we go through a learn it round before we condition, to simply learn what it is, to get it into our body. You got this little bit of stretch that happens across your tricep as it goes back, and then you use your force level breath to bring it back in to your side. All right, switch it over to the other side. Left leg forward. All right, stack your lunge appropriately so shoulders are over your back knee, front foot is right under that front knee, and we'll have our elbow married to our side on the right side. We play with that leverage of the tool. Inhale, 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 control as you go back, and exhale, back into that starting position. Inhale, take it back, full grip confirmation, all 5 fingers wrapped around your mace. Exhale, recruit your core and your glute. So your back glute here should be on. That doesn't mean that you're tightening your glute. It means that it's engaged enough that you're feeling a stretch across your hip flexor and allowing you to be in touch with your core to move the mace appropriately. All right, let's come back up. So in between our conditioning rounds, I like to practice something that's called a chugging breath, all right? It looks like this. You take a deep breath in through your nose, and then like a boxer's breath, you can think like a boxer in the ring is taking that little bit of bounce, bringing oxygen in, and then finding a little bit of lightness through the body. It'll help you recover in between those rounds. So as we work through the Learn It round, you can practice that as well. All right. Next exercise that we have is our lunge with a 2-handed pull. We're going to work through this in a static variation. There are ways to do it dynamically as well, and I'll talk us through that when we get to conditioning, okay? But if you see my videos, I always like to start progressively. Let's work progressively, okay? We're going back into a lunge position, this time standing up, all right? We've got our right foot forward, our left leg is back. Mace is in the 2-handed order position. So we've got the right hand down, the left arm on top. Thank you, Kati, for adjusting the music. Getting a little bit heated there. All right. The mace is on our right side. So the leg that is forward has the mace on that side. Our hands down towards the tail. And again, if you need to modify, you bring them up. All right. With our legs straight, our back heel comes up. All right. Inhale, take your mace back behind you. Control it so you don't hit yourself in the back or the butt. It's going right behind your right shoulder, Dawn. So move it back towards your right other side. Good. Take a deep breath in. So you got to switch your legs, Dawn. As you exhale, bend your knees. Bring it in front of you down to that position. Yeah. Inhale, stand back up. Take the mace behind you. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring it in front of you. That's right. 2 to 3 more times with your own breath. This is one of those exercises that really allows you to tap into your warrior energy as you claim the mace back in front of you. All right, one more time. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring it down. Straighten through your legs and switch sides. Let's bring the left leg in front, right leg behind you, heel lifted high. Now, switch your hands. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. Mace is on your left side. Caddy, hug your low ribs in together, engage your core more so you're not sticking your butt out but hugging it in. This is gonna help you with control as you take it down and find more core action. Okay, inhale, take your mace back behind you, control the leverage of the tool. Exhale, bend your knees, claim it down in front of you. Good. 3 to 4 more times. Every time we come down to our lunge, we wanna keep our shoulders over our back knee, adjust your feet as you need. Full grip confirmation, core, glutes, lats on. Find one point of focus for your eyes and lock in. All right, one more, deep breath in. Breathe it out. Come up and mace is in that peaceful warrior position. Take a deep breath in, little bounce through your heels. You've got that chugging breath to find some ease. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Last exercise is our mace switch. This is an excellent exercise for priming your rotator cuff. If you're here because you want shoulder mobility, if you're here to rehab shoulder injury, if you're here because you want to do a 360, doing mace switches is where it's at. It'll help you prime your rotator cuff for that load in a really easy movement, okay? Find that same order position, all right? Let's start with the mace on our left side. The order position, we've got our wrist straight out. So move your wrist slightly down, Olivia. Yes, exactly. You don't necessarily have to move it on the mace. Move your hand down. Yes, there you go. So that you have it in the same line as your elbow. Draw your shoulders back, core on, right? All right, now take your mace out towards the left side. As you do that, your elbow stays married into your side, and see that you're not bowing out your rib cage. Hug your core in. Yes, take a deep breath in, breathe it out. Now a mace switch is simply doing the same thing to the other side. So we bring the mace into that prayer position in front of us, and we open it to the right side. Beautiful. All right, let's do that a few more times. Switching from side to side. Now this may seem like a rather simple exercise, but if we are truly focusing on how we're holding, for example, the lower half of our body, are you noticing that your weight is distributed on the outer edges of your feet, pulling up through the inside of your feet, through the arches of your feet? Are you noticing your glutes slightly on, your core is slightly contracted? Are your lats on? Are your shoulders drawing back without bowing out your rib cage? Are you able to follow the mace from side to side and work even some cervical mobility in this? So there's lots going on in this position that will help you do other workouts effectively as well. All right, mace is back to center, down into that peaceful warrior position. Take a deep breath in. Little chugging breath, breathe out. All right, we're gonna get into our conditioning exercises. If you have water at home, now's a good time to have that. You guys here in the studio, drink some water. Dawn, you need some water? I have some here. Okay, it's a good time to take a water break. I'm gonna get our timed protocol on here. Check to see what's happening there. I'm not sure. All right. And we are going through, like I said, 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 4 exercises 2 times through. It's only about 15 minutes of work, okay? So it's gonna go by pretty quickly, and I'll talk us through it as we go. If you have music on at home, now's a good time to turn it up so that you can help yourself find some flow in this closed hip conditioning workout. All right. We are starting with our squat with flag in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mace is in prayer position. Draw your shoulders back. Inhale down, press the mace away, weight back into your heels, draw your shoulders back down, and exhale, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes at the top. Good. Continue. Inhale down, and exhale, come up. Good. Keep working with your breath. In a 90-second of work protocol, you've got lots of time to really refine your form, to think about all the actions here of your lower body, of your upper body. The trifecta, core, glutes, lats, full grip conformation. Keep wringing out your mace. Using that force level breath. 30 more seconds here. Good. Keep the weight back into your heels, shoulders drawing back over your hips. Last 20 seconds, stay with it. The mace is slightly angled towards you. Force level breath to help you recruit your core as you come up. Final 10 seconds, stay focused on the exercise. This is helping us to learn it, to practice it. We've got 30 seconds of rest. Mace is down in that peaceful position. Find a chugging breath in. Little bounce through your heels. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe it out. One more deep breath in. Little chugging breath. Breathe out. All right, in 5, we're going for our kneeling slow grinds. Right foot forward. Mace is in mid grip. Draw your shoulders back. Let's go. Inhale, left arm goes back. Exhale, we drive it forward. We want to find control of the leverage of the tool. As it goes back, inhale, exhale. Recruit your core to bring it back down to that starting position. You've got that little bit of stretch on your triceps. Exhale to drive it back in towards your side. We want to see that our elbow doesn't go all the way back here. It stays married in towards our side. Keep your gaze forward so your head is in line to the rest of your spine. One more here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right away, switch it over to the other side and continue. Deep breath in as you go back. Exhale, drive it forward. Pressing down through the top of your back foot is going to help you keep your glute on. Find your deep core, pelvic floor engaged here. So this isn't just about moving the mace forward and back. This isn't just about your arm. This is whole body here. I love these kneeling positions. They're a great thing to do if you need a more lower intensity workout. If you're feeling kind of down, our down regulating practices are really going to help with that. All right, and rest. Come up to your feet, chugging breath in, fill up. Little bounce through your heels, breathe out. Fill up. And empty out. Good, one more, deep breath in. And exhale it out. All right, in 10, we're going into those lunges with our two-handed pull. We're gonna start statically, right foot forward, left leg back, left heel is lifted. We've got the maces on the right side, right hand under. Take a deep breath in, leverage your tool back, and as you exhale, bend your knees, bring it forward. There we go. Inhale, come up. With control, exhale, bring it down. Gaze forward. In yoga, we call this your drishti, right? It's your warrior's gaze. We say that it's something that you do with your whole body, not just your eyes. Allows you to tap into one point of focus so that you can stay focused on the exercise. Final 10 seconds on this side. Dig deep. Last one, breath in. Breathe it out. As quickly as you can, switch sides. Left leg forward, right leg back. Switch the hands. Left, mace is on the left side. Breath in to go back. Exhale, bend the knees, bring it forward. Marry your left elbow onto your left side as you bring it down. Good. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Full grip confirmation. If you need more support in your balance, you can always take your back heel to a wall to support you in your lunge. Final 5 seconds here. And rest. Mace is down. Take a deep breath in. Chugging breath. Breathe out. Bring in a little dance even to bring some relief to your body before we go in to that final exercise. One more. Fill up. Lengthen your breath. Chugging breath out. Breathe out. All right. In 5, we start with our mace switches. Mace is in order position in your right hand, mid grip. Move it out towards the side. Elbow married in your side and bring it in front of you. Transition it over to the left. Good. Now this being an exercise that allows you to regulate your breath, regulate your nervous system. There's something that I love that my coach says that I share with all of my clients. It says, we don't get fit from training, we get fit from recovering from training. Our breathwork practice is pivotal for our recovery. And allowing us to practice that while we're in movement will also help us to find that easy breath when we come into our recovery cycles and our recovery days. We've got 30 more seconds through this exercise. See that your elbows stay married to your side. It's not going behind you. Glutes, core, lats. Gaze is forward, head stacked over the rest of your spine. Last 5. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Mace is down. Take a deep breath in. Chugging breath. Breathe out. Good. Fill up. Empty out. Good. One more. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, we have one more round of everything and then we go into our weighted asana practice. You got this, you got this, you got this. We are going back to our squat with flag. Set your feet for your squat position. Take a deep breath in as you go down. Press the mace away. And exhale, draw it towards you. Drive through your glutes. Find a little glute squeeze at the top. Go, continue. Now, if we did a learn it round, we did a practice round, this is your perform it round. How can you refine each rep? Whether you refine it in your focus, in your gaze, in your intention, in the quality of your movement, in your compassion with yourself to modify if you need to, sliding your hands towards the globe if it gets too heavy. All of these things help you to build a stronger practice with each rep. If you'd like to try another variation of a squat, you take an over-under position. Left hand toward facing up, right hand facing down. Inhale as you go down, and then you switch the mace to the other side. Just another thing to try on this last and final round. Switching the globe from side to side has the added challenge of moving the weight from side to side. The mace stays tucked in towards your body as you go through those ballistic switches. Last 5 seconds. Stay focused on the exercise. Come up and relax. Take a deep breath in. Chugging breath. Breathe out. Again, fill up. Exhale. Get over here, and there's room for you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. All right, in 10, we're coming down to our kneeling position. Right foot forward, front knee over our front ankle, back hits over our back knee. Mace in order position. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, claim it forward. Beautiful. Inhale. Keep your wrist in that neutral position, wrist in line to your elbow every time. We call this your starting and ending position is your landmark position. Every time you come to your elbow on your side there, it's a chance for you to reaffirm glutes, core, position of your wrist. All these little details matter. Final 10 seconds on this side. Stay with your breath. Force level breath. Switch it over to the other side. Try and minimize the time you take switching from one side to the other. Inhale as the mace comes back. Exhale, recruit your core, bring it forward. Good. I like to keep a hand on my core to see that I'm not flaring out my rib cage, to feel that contraction of my core as I bring the mace forward. Back glute is on. So it's different than maybe a yoga lunge if you're familiar with yoga. We've got our hips stacked over our back knee. Good. Final 10 seconds. Breath in. And breath out. Good. Come back up to your feet. Chugging breath in. Little bounce through your heels. Breathe out. Inhale. Fill up. Exhale, empty out. One more long, steady breath in. See if you can lengthen it out as much as you can. And boxer's breath. All right, in 5, we're going to our lunges with our two-handed pull. We've got right foot forward, mace on the right, back heel lifted. Inhale, take the mace back behind you. And exhale, bend the knees. Come down to your lunge. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring it forward. There you go. Stand straight up, breathe in. Bring it down, breathe out. Beautiful. Continue with your breath. Keep your gaze forward. Your eyes locked in so you can lock in. Final 10 seconds on this side. Find that little bit of hang time with your mace to stretch out your traps. And then recruit your lats, core, glute to come down. Switch sides, come up. Switch your hands. Bring it over to the left side. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Continue with that. This is a static variation of a lunge. If you want to try dynamically, you go from a mountain pose, mace behind you, breathe in. You step the left leg forward. And then back to that starting position. Adding in some dynamic footwork only when and if it feels appropriate for you. If it's causing you to lose your form, you go back to the static variation. Mace is down. Take a deep breath in. Little chugging breath. Breathe out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty out. One more like that. Breathe in. Breathe it out. All right, in 5, we're going with our last final exercise, final round. Mace switches. Mace is on the right in order position. Open it up towards the right. Follow your mace with your gaze. Bring it in front of you and transition to the other side. Lift your head on top of your spine. Follow the mace with your eye gaze. Regulate your breath. You can use your force level breath. If you're comfortable enough with this exercise, you can breathe in and out through your nose, helping you to tap back into your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system. We've got full grip confirmation each time that we grab onto our mace. That means all 5 fingers wrapped around the tool. Softness in the knees to help you tap into your core. Backside is on, glutes. Transverse abdominis, this band of abdominals right underneath your, what's this called? Your belly button. Final 20 seconds. Elbows married in at your side. Don't let your elbows go behind you. Last 10. As we complete this round, we'll have 30 seconds of rest. We're going into a weighted asana practice to help us stabilize the mace after all of this conditioning work, okay? Mace is down. You can put the mace all the way down on the ground. See that your mace is on, your globe is on the right side of your yoga mat or your space here in the studio. Good. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Little bounce through your heels, breathe out. Good. It's nice to put the mace down sometimes in between the rounds so that you can release your arms, shake out your hands. It's a lot of work on your grips, on your wrists. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. One more time like that. Fill up. And empty out. All right. Let's take this into our yoga asana practice. All right, you're going to stand at the back edge of your mat. Okay, you've got your mace set across the short edge of your mat. The globe is on the right side, okay? You guys look the other way towards your mat. Good. Reach your arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then exhale, fold all the way down over your legs. Bend your knees, separate your feet as much as you need to get a little time here to relax your back. Inhale, look forward to a halfway lift. So you could balance a plate of food on your back. Your shoulders are drawing back. And then as you exhale, fold, drop everything, like those little dolls that you press the little button underneath and everything flops down. All right, inhale once more, look forward. Walk your hands all the way out towards your mace. Find the top of a push-up. Take a deep breath in. Bend your elbows halfway, chaturanga, yoga push-up. Flip your feet. You can use your knees if you need for upward facing dog, or press into the tops of your feet, lift your thighs. Downward facing dog, press back. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. From here, big toes together to touch. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, round through your back so you can step your right foot forward. Find a long runner's lunge, a low lunge. Back knee off the ground. All right, now reach for your mace. Left hand is down at the tail. Right hand is at the center of the mace. Not at the globe, at the center of the mace. Okay, row the tool towards your chest. Elbows married in towards your sides. Come all the way up to stand. Find a reverse guard. Left hand down, right arm across the top. You got it. Move your right forearm slightly down so that you can see over it. If this is a weapon that you're training with, you don't want to block your vision, right? Just stabilize the tool here in your crescent warrior high lunge position with reverse guard. 3 more deep breaths. Glutes, core, lats. 1 more deep breath in. Breathe it out. All right, now we're going to pivot our back foot down and press the mace all the way overhead. Back foot comes down to warrior 1 position. Mace presses all the way up over your head. Notice that the leverage of the tool is helping you in this position. So our hands are not here. They are towards the bottom half of the mace. A few more deep breaths here. Press down into the pinky toe side of your back foot. Both hips are looking forward, both lungs are looking forward. Take 1 more deep breath in. Breathe it out. All right, bring it back down to that reverse guard position. Left elbow down on your side, right forearm across the top. Straighten your front leg. Grab onto the mace in the center, and we'll hinge forward towards our pyramid pose. We're hinging forward with a flat back. See that the tail of the mace is right below your belly button. It's not going in between your legs, and you're hugging it towards your body to help you keep a flat back as you hinge forward towards your front leg, stopping wherever it is that you need to stop. A few more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Slide the mace out from underneath you. Bend into your front leg. Place your mace down on the mat. Now the globe is going to be on the left side. Hands come down towards the mat. Step back to the top of your push-up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, press your hips back, downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, let it out. All right, let's take it all to the other side. Left leg goes up as you breathe in. Left knee to your nose, round through your back. Move your shoulder blades apart, step forward, find your low lunge. Draw your shoulders onto your back. Reach for your mace. Your right hand down at the tail now, the left hand in at mid grip. Row it in towards your chest and come up. Flip your mace to reverse guard position. Now your right hand is on bottom, left forearm is across the top, and we stabilize here for a few deep breaths. Aaron, move the mace over towards your right side, other side. There you go. And so it's on the side of our body. Right elbow tucked into our side. Shoulders are drawing back and down. Gaze is forward. Take one more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Pivot your back foot down. Press your mace overhead. Warrior one. What a lot of people don't know about Warrior one in yoga is that it actually is a warrior training pose. It comes from ancient warrior training practices. Draw your shoulders down into your back. You can imagine like you're blocking something coming at your head here. Hug your low ribs in, engage your core. See if you can bend a little bit front, a little bit forward into your front leg. There you go. All right, take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Crank your mace back into that reverse guard position. Bring it down. Straighten out your front leg. Flip your top hand, move both hands towards the center, and fold forward over your leg in pyramid pose. You're hugging the mace towards your body. This helps you to keep your flat back as you fold over your legs. You're here for 3. Breathing 2. 1 more, big inhale. Stay and deepen with your exhale. Slide the mace out in front of you, bending into your front leg. Place it down. That's the last we'll do with the mace here. Step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. We're going to go through that flow one more time now without the mace at all. Big toes together to touch. Right leg up. Breathe in. Right knee to your nose. Breathe out. Stand up. High lunge. Crescent warrior. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Pivot your back foot down. Stay. Warrior 1. So your hips are still facing forward, your lungs are facing forward. If your back foot needs to move slightly over towards the left side, you can do that so that your hips stay level towards the front. Take 1 more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Straighten your front leg. Hinge forward over your front leg with a flat back and fold into your pyramid pose. If you have yoga blocks or anything to bring the ground up to you, you can use them underneath your hands so that both your legs is as straight as you can get them, so that you can use your breath to lengthen out your hamstring, the back of your knee, anywhere else that you may notice tension here. One more deep breath in. Breathe it out. We'll bend into our front leg, flip your back heel up, find that long, low lunge. Plant your hands down, vinyasa. That means high plank, low plank, up dog, breath in, down dog, breath out. All right, friends, final side. Big toes together to touch. Left leg up, inhale. Knee to your nose, exhale. Low lunge. Use your breath to rise up, crescent warrior. Notice the difference between having the tool in your hand and not. Might be able to gain a little depth. Plug your shoulders down into your back. Hold your gaze steady. Take one more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Pivot your back heel down and stay for 3 more breaths. Your back knee is super lifted here. Your back quad is hugging in. Take one more full breath in. Breathe it out. Straighten your front leg. Hinge forward with a flat back, following your gaze down towards the mat. Again, using anything that you have handy to bring the ground up to you if it's helpful, so that you can find a sense of relief of your upper body as you fold over your legs. What's going to help you more than anything is to tap into your breath. We cannot fully recover unless we connect to our breath. And if we can't fully recover, we can't fully move towards our goal, because we will have decreased capacity in our nervous system and physically in our body. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Final vinyasa. Bend into your front leg. Plant your hands to frame your front foot. Pivot your back heel up. Slide your front leg back. High plank. Breathe in. Low plank. Breathe out. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out loud. One more like that. Full body breath in. Full body breath out. All right, come down to your knees. Swing your legs around to the front. Find your butterfly pose, but we'll do it with a wide diamond here, okay? So instead of having your heels tucked in towards your groin, make some space between your feet and your hips, and then start to fold over your legs. Getting into our cool down of class. Allowing for our breaths to find some ease through our hips, through our low back. Remembering that your breath is what translates to your brain that you are okay. So starting to establish, again, your ujjayi breath, or your victorious breath, those inhales and exhales through your nose. Telling your body that you are okay. Allowing for recovery. Allowing for yourself to approach the edge of comfort so that you can tap in to improving your flexibility, your mobility. You're here for 3. Every time you inhale, there's this little opportunity to experience a new stretch somewhere. And every time you breathe out, there's a little bit more depth to gain. Even if it's something that no one on the outside could see, it's something that you can experience. One last deep breath in. Breathe it out. From here, come all the way up. And you can use your hands to support you. Go ahead and stretch your legs forward. And keeping your heels glued onto your mat, you're going to slowly lower down all the way to your back. Challenge yourself to lower with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. And once you get there, you'll reach your arms over your head, take a full body stretch. As you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Start there just for a moment, hugging your right knee in towards your chest. Using your exhales to slightly pull your right knee down, grounding your low back. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Now we'll take our right knee across our body to find a supine twist. So right knee comes over towards the left side. Our right arm is stretched out on the right side. Now we'll add in a little shoulder mobility for this. We're going to take our right arm and draw a rainbow above your head. Seeing if you can touch the ground, though it may not today, that's totally okay. Bringing your right hand all the way over to the left side. And then again, drawing that rainbow above your head, opening up your arm so your shoulder blades come back down towards the mat. It's okay for them not to be totally on the ground, but that's what we're working towards, okay? All right, continue like that a few times, just drawing those semicircles or those rainbows above your head to help you both stretch and practice some unweighted mobility for your right shoulder here. The next time your right arm opens up to the right, keep it there and we'll stay there for a few breaths. As we start to close down practice, I always like to invite us to think about something that we did well today. Sometimes it's just showing up, doing the work of getting ourselves to practice. Other times we're able to push through boundaries that allow us to grow or respect boundaries that keep us safe. All right, one more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest here for a moment. Give yourself a little hug. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Maybe even rock side to side and massage out your low back a little. And then you'll send your right leg out, now keeping your left knee in towards your chest. And a few more deep breaths there. One more deep breath in. Breathe it out. Take your left knee towards the right, finding your supine twist, reclining twist. Left arm reaches out towards the left. And we'll take those rainbows, those semicircles above our head a few times. Left arm reaches back over our head, coming onto the right side, almost as if you were sleeping on your side. And then again, left arm traces that semicircle above your head, opening the arm back up towards the left side. We're aiming towards having our fingertips down on the ground the whole time, but it's okay for that not to be there today. Rome was not built in a day. And allowing yourself to adjust and modify is what will allow you to build a strong practice and a strong body. Tapping into your breath will help you find the edge of comfort where you can both grow and protect your body. The next time your left arm opens up towards the left, keep it there for a few more deep breaths. What might you do if you were able to recognize the things you do well off the mat, off of practice? What would you take that confidence into? Take a deep breath in. Stay and deepen with your exhale. Roll onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest once more. This time, hug your forehead up to your knees, flex your feet, squeeze your whole self tight. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release into Shavasana, corpse pose, our final resting pose here. Let your feet fall away from each other. Get wide with your arms so you can rotate your palms to face up. And if it feels all right for you to do so, closing your eyes to have a few final moments to yourself and your body. People often think that confidence is something that you're born with, that you either have it or you don't. And really, confidence is a skill. It's something that you practice when you are willing to trust yourself enough to give something an honest try. And every time you do that, you gain a little bit more competence with whatever it is that you're doing. And because you gain competence, you gain a little bit more confidence. It's just a skill. When you build the trust in yourself to give things an honest try. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out loud. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe roll your wrists, flex and point your feet. Slide your feet together, point your toes, reach your arms over your head, take a full body stretch. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself that little hug once more, and then fall over to one side, just as if you were sleeping on your side. You can use your arm like a pillow. Keep your knees bent. In yoga, we always take this pose, a fetal pose. It signifies a rebirth after your corpse pose. It's an opportunity for you to consider what it is that you want to take from your practice for the rest of your day, your week, your life, and what you want to leave here. With your eyes still closed, press all the way up to a seated position. You can sit however is comfortable to you. Keeping your eyes closed as you move up to a seated position just helps you to improve your proprioception, the awareness of your body and space. Once you find your seat, draw your shoulders back, lift your head proudly above your spine. Allow your posture to exhibit a sense of confidence in the effort that you put forth today. Trust in what you want to build. And we'll close out this practice by sharing one final breath together. We'll take a deep breath in through our nose and hold it at the top. And see if you can sneak one more inhale in there. And hold that expansion of your lungs and your diaphragm here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big open mouth, sigh out. Clear it, go. Bring your hands to touch in front of your chest, and simply to acknowledge each other, we bow forward. Thank you all here in studio. Thank you all watching the recording and live. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You all know where to find me, and I'll be posting this video into our Stand Soar module so that you can come back to it whenever you want. Thanks for being here.